I'm advertising this.
Hey everybody, it's Joe and Mystery doing a frequently asked questions about paranormal. So I'm gonna pull up some questions that most people ask and see if we can answer some of them and help you out with some questions you might have.
Almost ready to be there. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Okay, I just advertised that we were doing this.
Oh, okay, I did too.
Okay. So we're still on even though you
Yep.
did that?
Yep.
Alright.
First question.
Well, read it.
Are ghosts real?
Are they?
I believe they are.
You ever seen one?
Yes, I have. I seen one in an investigation we did in Swansea a few months back.
Actually, we've never been to Swansea.
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
The lady in Swansea.
The lady in Somerset?
Oh, Somerset, sorry. Yeah, actually, we did an investigation, and what happened was Michelle, one of our team members, was taking pictures, and right in the middle of a flash, you know when you take that flash and it goes, big lights up, I saw the bottom part of a pair of khakis and sneakers like a little boy, not a little boy, but I say a teenager. And when she flashed again, it jumped from one area to the next. It was like really freaky. That was my first real apparition I seen with my own eyes, except when I was a child. So, how about you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I've seen lots of them on video that we've taken and pictures, but live and in person, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Well, anyway, ghosts are real. Can a ghost hurt a person? What do you think?
Well, let me see. I've been bitten, I've been burned, I've been slapped, I've been punched, I've been pushed. So, but can they, I mean, little insignificant stuff like that, yeah. But they don't have enough energy at one time to, like, cause permanent.
Right. Like you always say, there's not one case in all the years of a spirit killing a person.
Well, not that anybody can prove.
Well, yeah.
I mean, who's to say that a person falls down the stairs to their death wasn't because a ghost pushed them?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I've been punched and scratched. Yeah, so.
But I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it.
Mm.
It couldn't hurt you any more than a live person could.
Well, let's see. What's another question we have here? What are ghosts?
I don't know. What are they?
What are they made up of?
Well, they're the spirit of a person.
All right,
Or an
electrical
animal.
energy, right?
You know, they're just the electrical energy.
Vapor, smoke, water. A lot of people say, oh, they're made of mist, they're made of water, they're made of, you know.
Well, they're what do you call it? You caught me off guard. I was taking a nap, and all of a sudden I was told I was doing this. You know, a ghost is electrical energy. That the energy that we're made of.
Right.
It's what's left over after you die. And yes, animals too.
Animals have souls. Yeah.
But it's not a soul. I mean, what exactly is a soul? I mean, I think that's something somebody made up somewhere along the line. We're made up of water, flesh, and electrical energy.
All right. Let's see. The next question, frequently asked, is it possible to actually catch a ghost? Yes, it is, because we've caught them. We've caught them on video. We've caught them on pictures. So.
Yeah.
What's this thing about catching them in a jar? That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What's that?
Catching a ghost in a jar.
Who said that?
I've seen people posting on Facebook. Catching a ghost in a
Are they
jar.
fucking idiots?
I think so.
So there was a episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where they were gonna catch a demon in a box, but it had to be a special box, and then it couldn't get out of it. But catch a demon in a ghost in a jar? No, not gonna happen. I guess it would have to be. I don't know. Some kind of special
A mini ghost.
ultraviolet infrared friggin' lead gamma ray, friggin' kryptonite friggin' jar or something so they couldn't go through it. I don't know. That's dumb.
I remember watching the movie The Entity back in the 70s. Did you ever see that?
No.
I think it was Barbara Hershey. She played, it's a true story. Her name, the lady name was Carlotta something. I don't remember her last name. And she had a incubus that was always like, attacking her and stuff. So at the end of the movie, they got it? They put her in a room and they waited for as bait, to use her as bait in this room. And then they used nitrogen and froze it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you see
that?
Saw that.
What's the one that attacks men? Succubus?
Succubus, yeah.
I wish there was a succubus in this house.
Yeah.
What would you do if you woke up to a succubus on top of me? Would you just watch and let her ride it out? Or it's not like you could do anything.
No, I'd pull her off of you.
I don't think they're not physical.
I'd do something. Well, what would you do if it was incubus?
Grab a camera and film it. What are you supposed to do? I mean, what else?
I actually posted a joke not too long ago. It says, right now, how do you know the ghost isn't humping you and you just don't know it?
You'd know it.
Huh?
You'd know it.
How would you know it?
You'd feel it.
I don't know.
You'd know the happy ending.
But do they have the happy ending?
I don't know.
Okay, well, wait a minute. We'll pass on that question. All right, next question is, where can ghosts be found?
Anywhere.
Yep. I don't think there's a place in this world ever, anywhere, that a ghost can't be found. I really don't.
Let me think. Where could a ghost not be found? A ghost couldn't be found. They could be anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Underwater.
They are underwater.
Remember that story that Steve told us? Yep.
Yep.
There's a guy, he dives and stuff, and one time he was underwater, and it was an old shipwreck, wasn't it? And clear as day, he saw a spirit walking past him, and he just watched it walk right by him, and it was like in the underwater, deep, 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 deep in the ocean. So yeah, spirits, I think they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So
They're around everybody right now. The spirits all around you. Wherever you're sitting watching this, there are spirits there.
Yep. Let's see, another question we have is, what causes residual apparitions?
I wish you would have left the answer up for that one because I really don't know. I do know what a residual haunting is.
Right.
I mean, it's just it's like a record player being played over and over. The spirit doesn't know it exists.
Right.
It's just an imprint in time that's stamped there forever. What makes it happen, I don't really know. So let me read this one. It says, think of a person's life as a record on a record player. Yes, I'm old enough. In which a person is born where the needle goes on the record and dies where the needle reaches the end of the music. A traumatic event could be compared. You know what? Look it up yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
go Google.
Most assume that these types of hauntings occur because of some kind of traumatic event or sometime in history. So it's believed that they're in the essence of imprint of mind or action. So yeah.
Yeah, if you're in a location that's haunted, but it's the same haunting over and over and over and over, and you don't get any intelligent responses, or it completely ignores you like you're not even there, then it's a residual.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've ever come across a residual haunting. I've never seen a poltergeist. I've never come across a poltergeist.
I have.
I mean, just because a spirit moves something doesn't make it a poltergeist.
Oh.
But
can I tell my poltergeist story?
Sure.
One time when I was working at a mill selling baby furniture, and we had a line of people, and it took like 15 minutes for each customer because they had to fill out all their paperwork. And where are you going?
Get a cigarette?
Oh. And I was getting a little frustrated because people were in line. It was getting long. You could hear them getting aggravated and stuff. So I had there was this old Stanley, what do you call it? A stapler. You know the big heavy staplers you push down like this? And it was sitting on the register. And I was standing there and I was writing somebody up. And all of a sudden, this stapler just like flies off the register and lands on the floor. and all the people are in line. They're like, "Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? What caused that?" You know. And then a week later, it happened again. This time we had this big paperweight, looked like a diamond, and it was right behind me on a desk, and I was getting a little frustrated again because people were getting aggravated because it was a long line and I had to wait. Sure enough, this thing came flying, the same thing. People are on the phone, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. I'm at this place right now, what I just saw," and it was pretty cool. So.
It's not a poltergeist, though.
Oh, what makes things throw things like that?
Well, a spirit can throw things without any problems, and you might have done it with your telekinesis just because you were aggravated and enough energy built up. A poltergeist is formed through human energy anyway.
Oh.
They have to, and the strongest energy is prepubescent or
teenage girls.
Teenage girls.
Yeah.
That's the energy that they feed off of the most.
Okay.
But, I mean, if a ghost was strong enough and wanted our attention bad enough, it could flip this whole computer over on us, or... But no, that's not poltergeist. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Okay. Alrighty. Ready for the next question?
I don't know. I'm really, like I said, I'm just waking up. I was sound asleep.
Are there any other ways to detect a ghost?
Any other ways rather than what?
Just as any other ways to protect a ghost?
Jen, read it.
It says paranormal investigators generally use a variety of scientific equipment, such as electromagnetic field detectors, digital recording equipment, to catch what could be evidence of a ghostly presence. There are a wide variety of other items in the market having different levels of usefulness. In many cases, it's more an issue of the user, not the tool. So. Oh, this one here. This question here is not right. It says, "Why are ghosts only seen at night or active at night?" That's not true.
They're not. They're active anytime. You know, one of my best experiences was in Merritt Island, Florida, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was in an old citrus plantation in the main house, and I was provoking the slave owner, and I was trying to get him to come out and do something because I heard he was a real violent, mean man. And so I figured, well, if I went in there with a tape measure and started measuring things off and saying that I was buying the place and there's really nothing I can do with it, it's a crappy piece of junk, and I'm just going to tear the whole thing down and build a new house on this spot and everything. Well, I was going on, and a lot of people like to party in that house. It's an abandoned house, and all the windows are broke out, and the glass is all laying around all over the place in there. Well, right in the heat of the mist, when I was calling this guy out, it's like somebody took a shovel or something and just scooped up a bunch of glass and slung it at me. It's not a poltergeist, that was a ghost. But that was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, things happen in the daylight. I think the reason that, like, paranormal investigations, everybody has lights out, and I think it is because you can hear better in the dark. It sounds crazy, but if it's dark, everybody knows to be quiet. So you're sitting there, and if everybody's quiet, you can hear things better than if the lights are on. You know, the atmosphere, the darkness makes the atmosphere easier to do what we have to do, I think.
Well, yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
But it also adds to you're hunting ghosts. That's a creepy thing, so you do it in the dark.
Yeah.
And, you know, your infrared cameras don't work too well in the daytime. It needs to be dark for them.
Yeah.
Where did it go back up?
That's the one about the poodle and having a soul. We already talked about that.
No, they don't have souls, but they are made of electrical energy, just like us. I got a nice horse picture somewhere. A horse that I caught.
Oh, yeah.
Spirit horse.
Spirit horse. All right, how can you tell if the image you've captured on a photograph is of paranormal origin?
By being honest to yourself and what you see. If it's, you know, you don't wish that every strange thing is paranormal. I mean, you gotta be honest to what you're looking at.
Right.
For starters.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Don't jump to conclusions. You got to remember that 99% of what you're ever going to catch in a picture is based out of the scientific world, and not out of the paranormal.
Right. And that's like you said. You've always said 1%. There's always 1% that's paranormal.
To really be sure you know what you're looking at, you need to study. You need to research things. You need to go to look up verified, reputable people in the field that have done studies on stuff, that have written about it, that have pictures of things. But, and ask.
Yeah.
Send the pictures to us. We will tell you.
Another thing, also do a lot of research on digital cameras and how they work, how they can make pictures look like there's paranormal going on in it. So it's another thing to look into.
With all your equipment.
Yeah, mostly I'm talking about the orb thing. So, but this question's not on here, but I want to bring it up. Are you any better than any other paranormal investigator if you're certified?
That's the dumbest thing in the world.
That's why I brought it up.
That is so friggin' stupid. I know some people, I worked with some people that are certified investigators, and they thought they were the king shit because they went to Patty Starr and got certified. First of all, as a chef, I am certified. I have a set of rules and regulations laid down by the laws above me that I have to follow.
Right.
The
state.
Right. As a public pool operator, I am certified. I can run any public pool in the country. As
elderly care person, I had to be certified.
Yep. Now that I work with the elderly at my work, every month I have to take training and get certificates of certification that I know certain things. All of these boil back to I have to answer to a board above me,
right,
for my actions. We don't have that in ghost hunting.
No.
So you can spend all the money you want to get a certification. It don't mean shit.
You're being scammed. So
you're being scammed. Hey, we could certify people. We could get certified, charge people $200 to get certified, because that's what those people I worked with each paid. It's $200 a piece to get a piece of paper hanging on the wall.
Yeah. What do you also think about people paying money to be on a team? An initial payment. What do you think about that? We don't do that.
No, we don't do that. No, but I do kind of understand, like maybe not, I wouldn't call it dues, but depending on how many members you have,
right,
a monthly, you got to throw $20 in the pot every month. Just because over time, if you don't use it all, it will build up.
Right.
And say, like when I was with my team in Titusville, I got a phone call one night from a lady in Pennsylvania, up in Pittsburgh, right? She wanted us to come do it. Well, we paid for that out of our pockets. But now, if every month we would have been throwing some money in the jar, that would have helped with gas getting up, or food, or an equipment fund. Yeah,
because you think about it, I bet you if we started a bank account, the Paranormal Society, and everybody had we put us all on it, and then whenever you can, just go into the bank and drop something in it,
But you'd have to have 2 signatures to take money out.
Oh, is that what yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you could put money in, but you don't want anybody on team just, you know what, I'm broke and need gas, go to the, put 20 in their tank.
Right.
It would require 2 signatures.
All right. I don't like that question. Are there any places a ghost hunter should avoid?
Yeah, any place posted no trespassing.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you get, sometimes you have teams that jump fences, or they'll go into old buildings and stuff, without getting permission, but we don't do that because but yeah, if you're going to be a professional, you don't want to break into a place or go on private property or dismiss trespassing signs, whatever, and then the cops pull up and we're so and so team, so I don't care what you are, you're not supposed to be on here, you're trespassing. It's not professional.
Yeah, that same house I was talking about in Merritt Island, Florida. Actually, that was famous for ghost hunters and neighborhood kids to party in. But for the longest time, weekend nights, there'd be all kinds of people mulling around that place. But it was trespass, and a stop got put to it. What I did was, is I found the address of the place, and I just followed the paperwork till I got to the people that owned it, and it was some corporation in Fort Lauderdale that owned it. And I just asked them, hey, would it be possible? And they sent me a letter in the mail stating that I have permission to be on the property anytime I want. I just leave it the way you find it. Don't, do nothing to it.
Yeah.
It's real simple. A little bit of work saves a lot of court costs.
Yeah.
And just so you know, because I did get caught in a cemetery, Crooked Mile Cemetery, actually. It had a rope going across the front gate at night. It's a rope. It's not gated. Well, the president of a former president of the Brevard County Cemetery Association happened to live down that road, and he seen us in there, so he stopped, and he told us the rules. And he was, if there's anything crossing the entrance,
Right.
you can't go in. Doesn't matter if it's a big iron gate or a piece of thread. If there's something crossing the entrance, you can't go in. He let us stay. He said, call the sheriff's department, let them know you're in here, and that you have permission. But if it's the middle of the night and there's nothing crossing it, you can go right in. But still always let the cops know you're going to be in there.
All right. Do you think it's ridiculous for some of the better known haunts to charge outlandish fees to investigate them?
That's an iffy one. Because, all right, I'm not going to say her name, but Tina that owns Waverly Hills. They charge a ridiculous amount of money for a very short amount of time. But that's how she makes her living. That's her business. So if you're willing to pay that and go do it, knock yourself out. I guess that's fine. I'm an investigator, not a hunter. I'm not going out to try to duplicate what Taps did or what Zach Bagans did or any of that stuff. I'm looking to find my own, to discover stuff, not pay $1,000 to go duplicate something that's already been done.
Yeah.
To me, that's a waste of time. But then there's places like Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee.
They're cheap though.
That charge you $75 for 2 nights.
In 2 days.
In 2 days, and you got free run of the place.
And you're the only team.
You're the only team there.
And they have cameras online, so your family and friends can watch you while you're there. I'm willing to pay. Yeah.
I'm not spending.
Sleep there and eat there, and.
I'm not spending $1,000 for 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not being herded through.
The gas is what would kill us. Is the gas, getting up there, but.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to work on that with a former team member from Florida. See if we can get down there the end of next summer or something. That'd be fun.
Another question.
What?
Do you think the moon phases or the weather makes a difference in ghost hunting?
Probably.
Yeah. I still believe like rainy, stormy days or nights, whatever, a lot of ions going on in the air can cause a lot of energy to make them manifest more and come out more. That's what I think. So.
No viewers.
Yeah, they'll watch it later. Alright. Oh, that's weird. I was just talking about the thing about certified, and there it is.
Gotta do something about them hiccups. You're starting to remind me. Go up to UFO question.
What UFO?
There was a UFO question. Is there any part of the state of Georgia that, yeah, the place where the ghosts are? That was dumb. All right, it should be the next one or two down.
Alright. Purge, I don't know who that is.
Keep going down. Right there.
Haven't noticed much regarding UFOs, alien abductions, or other aspects of extraterrestrial phenomena. Why isn't? Why most paranormal investigators mostly don't do any of that stuff, do they?
Paranormal investigating isn't just ghost hunting. That's just what the majority of people do. But since the paranormal is anything that can't be explained, we should be out there looking for Bigfoots or aliens or UFOs or I mean, if we're gonna stake our reputations on that we know ghosts are real, why not? I mean, I've been hunted once. Of course, we didn't see nothing.
Right.
But we spent a night out on an airboat riding around Florida swamps and stuff, looking for the swamp ape, and we had fun. It was a fun time. I would love to do it again. And if we want to go Bigfoot hunting, give me a call, pick me up. I'll go with you. We'll leave these non-believers home.
Yeah, I don't believe like in the freaky cryptozoology stuff, chupacabra, whatever it's called, and what's that one thing? The Mothman and shit like that. I don't believe in that stuff.
There's a lot of animals now that are real animals that recognize that over centuries and centuries and centuries they were reported being seen and nobody believed in them, and then one day science found evidence of them, and now some of them live in zoos.
Yeah. I still see videos on YouTube about rods.
Well, rods, that's just photography or video stuff. That's like the rod pictures I had. I said that before on here. That was a dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
And it's just the wrong shutter speed for the light setting that was going on, and it came out looking like your classic rods.
Yeah.
What? What?
Nothing. I can't think of any more questions.
That was all of them?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I really miss Boscobello. There's a cemetery in Fernandina Beach, Florida, called Boscobello, and it used to be a convent there that burned down, and 30 nuns died. And some people we know actually have a picture of one of the nuns standing in front of the tree. Looks like you and me. Could be you and me, solid with wearing rosaries. It's just great. That place is great.
And that was a daytime picture too, wasn't it?
Daytime, yeah. And another time we were out there and we heard someone yell, "What are you up? What did they say? What are you doing over here?" And there was nobody out there. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and it was a man's voice telling us to get out of there. That's what it was. Like he was the caretaker, but there was no caretaker there.
Did you see that? I just expelled a demon.
Oh well, so I gotta get rid of these hiccups.
I gotta go back to my nap.
Yeah, I've got The Bachelor Women Tell All tonight.
I got wrestling.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, hope we answered some frequently asked questions.
I thought they were pretty stupid questions.
Yeah, they were.
The ones you came up with on your own were good.
Yeah.
But the ones that you read off,
yeah,
they were pretty much dumb, except the certification one.
Right. Oh, I did. There was one on there. What places are mostly haunted the most? I actually heard the number one place that's haunted are police stations. And I think it's because of all the negativity that goes on there, maybe, and the violence and the yelling and the...
Yeah, but how many people actually die in a police station?
I don't know. I heard police station was number one.
I would say hospitals.
Hospitals was number two. Funeral home was number three.
Why would a funeral home even be haunted? There's no reason for that.
Because they probably, at their funeral, they probably stand there and go to the funeral and watch who comes to their funeral or something. I don't know.
I would say hospitals, nursing homes, You know it's got to be really haunted,
What?
and I'd love to investigate one, but
The morgue?
no,
Oh.
but it'd probably be bad taste. Is the Nazi ovens over in Germany?
Oh, Auschwitz, right?
Well, I don't know
Auschwitz.
the names of those places.
Yeah, the
but
Auschwitz Nazi camps.
yeah, where they had all the big ovens.
I watched a show. These people went out and did it. I think it was GHI, as a matter of fact. They went out to Auschwitz to the camps.
They got to be haunted.
Yeah. It must be like a. It has to be really
Could you
bad.
imagine the EVPs you'd get in there?
Oh.
Oy vey, oy vey. You'd be
Yeah.
getting oy vey all night.
All that bad karma that happened there and all the bad stuff. Wow.
You didn't get my joke, did you?
What joke?
You
Oy
did
vey.
Yeah, oy vey. Isn't that what the Jewish people say all the
Oh.
time? Oy vey.
I don't know.
Never mind. Another cricket. Where's my cricket button? Chirp, 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 chirp.
All right, everybody. It was nice talking to you. Hopefully you'll watch the show later. We haven't got no live viewers, but we posted this on Facebook for all our friends so they could come in, but nobody showed up. All right, we will talk to you later. Bye, guys. Say bye.
Oh, bye.